Hello everyone, how are you? I hope all of you will be happy and healthy to your places. Dear students, my name is Vinay Kumar Sharma and I welcome all of you once again in my YouTube channel. Students, do you know that which dynasty of Delhi Sultanate did not fight any battle during their time period? Which king of Delhi Sultanate did not fight any battle and he became the ruler of Delhi? You must have heard the name of famous battle, the Battle of Panipat. But do you know that why this battle was fought and what were the consequences of this battle? If you want to know the answers of all these questions, then you must watch this video till end. This video is the part 4th of the chapter The Delhi Sultanate. In the part 1, dear students, we discussed about the Salib dynasty. And in the video number 2, dear students, we discussed about the Khilji dynasty. And in the video number 3, dear students, we discussed about the Tughlaq dynasty. If you have not watched those videos, I recommend you people that you must watch those videos for better understanding this dynasty. Dear students, in today's video, we are going to discuss about the two dynasties. One is called the Sayyid dynasty and the second dynasty is called the Lodhi dynasty. So without delaying, let's come to the computer screen and study about these dynasties in detail. Khizr Khan was the founder of Sayyid dynasty who ruled from 1414 to 1421, approximately 7 years. He was the governor of Multan, which is situated at present in Pakistan during the time of famous Tughlaq ruler Firoz Shah Tughlaq. But when famous Mongol ruler Tamur attacked on India, especially on Delhi in 1398, at that time Khizr Khan supported him in this attack. After the attack of the Delhi, Tamur did not annex or mixed the area of Delhi and the other areas which he won in his own empire or territory, but he made these areas his vassal. Vassal means not to control any area directly, but just make any person the in charge of that area, and that person will collect the tax from that area, and that person will give the tax to his overlord, like in this case Tamur was there. Because Khizr Khan had helped the Tamur in attacking on Delhi, due to this Tamur made him the governor of Lahore, Multan and Depalpur. After that, Tamur went back to his own country with the name Mongolia. After the death of Tamur, Khizr Khan declared himself the independent ruler of Delhi. But we cannot say that he was fully independent, because still he was working under the Mongol rulers. After the death of the Khizr Khan, his son Mubarak Shah Sayyid became the ruler of Sayyid dynasty, and he ruled from 1421 to 1434. He was the wise king, but most of the ministers were not liking him due to his behavior, and due to this many revolts means people started fighting against the king. Due to this many revolts occurred during his time, and he spent most of his time in controlling these revolts. After the death of Mubarak Shah Sayyid, his nephew Muhammad Shah Sayyid became the ruler, and during this time the power of ministers increased very much and they started disobeying the kings. Alauddin Alam Shah Sayyid was the last ruler of Sayyid dynasty who ruled over Delhi and its surrounding areas from 1443 to 1451. He was defeated by the Lodhi ruler Bahlul Lodhi in 1451. In 1451, when Alauddin Alam Shah listened that Bahlul Lodhi is going to attack on him, at that time he ran away from Delhi, and in this way, without fighting any battle, Bahlul Lodhi became the ruler of Delhi, and he laid the foundation of the Lodhi dynasty, which ruled from 1451 to 1526. He was a Afghan, and the Lodhi dynasty was the first Afghan dynasty of India. Before it, as much dynasties we have studied, all those people were belonging to the country with the name Turkey, and that's why all those people are also called Turks. But if we talk about the Lodhi dynasty, a ruler of this dynasty were the Afghan, means they were belonging to the country with the name Afghanistan. He was the first and the longest ruler of the Delhi Sultanate, which ruled over Delhi approximately 30 years, and he issued the coins on his name with the name Bahlul coins. He tried to crush the powers of ministers and appointed his trustworthy ministers, who were especially the Afghans, in his court, because we have already seen during the time of Sayyid rulers that at that time ministers were not obeying to the order of the king, and due to which many problems the king was facing. That's why he took this decision. After the death of the Bahlul Lodhi, his son Sikandar Lodhi became the ruler of Lodhi dynasty, who ruled from 1489 to 1517. He established the famous city which is known as Agra, and here one of the 7 wonders of the earth, Taj Mahal, is situated. He was the most powerful ruler of the Lodhi dynasty. He was a welfare reformer also. He gave loans to the farmers and fixed the prices of essential commodities like Alauddin Khilji. After the death of Sikandar Lodhi, his son Ibrahim Lodhi became the ruler of Delhi and its surrounding areas, and this ruler ruled from 1517 to 1526. He was the last ruler of the Lodhi dynasty. Like his grandfather, he wanted to take all power of the kingdom in his hand, but this thing was not liked by the other ministers in his court. That's why they started hatching a plot against him. Hatching a plot against means they started planning against the Ibrahim Lodhi, that how they could remove him. Daulat Khan Lodhi was the governor of Punjab at that time, and he also was not liking to Ibrahim Lodhi. So that's why he invited Babur to attack on Ibrahim Lodhi. So on the invitation of the Babur and other rulers like Rana Sanga, Babur attacked on Ibrahim Lodhi in 1526, and he defeated him in the first battle of Panipat. Panipat is situated at present in Haryana, and in this way this dynasty ended, and After that, we will study, dear students, about the new rulers to whom we call Mughals. So, dear students, this is all about in today's video. I hope you people would have learned something new, interesting and knowledgeable. So, like this, keep learning and keep growing. God bless you all. Thank you very much.